No, I hit the button in the I hit the buttons in the wrong order. Okay. Setting up. While I'm setting up, I'll hold up. So I did some grinding off stream, not as much as I should have, unfortunately. I might have to do a little bit more grinding at the beginning of this stream in order to get everyone up to speed. But I'll just leave my team on display here while I finish setting up. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Alright, so. Phew. We good? We good? Is the audio alright? How do I sound? I'm trying something new today. Hopefully my audio is pretty okay. So, I passed the lucky egg around and did some grinding. So Ophelia is now officially caught up. And Zane, well, I'm surprised that, yeah, I guess because I didn't EV train Ophelia, like that means that her stats aren't as specialized as the others that I did EV train. But it's a little late to worry about that because I've already grinded them all the way up. Or maybe they're just weaker. I don't know, whatever. Well, there are still quite a few levels below. They're only 55. Francine is also a fair bit weaker. But Francine did learn Facade. So now if I can manage to get the bird burned, it will be especially dangerous if I can get the burn on Francine. But, okay, so, I was not prepared. I killed too much time before stream. I was not ready. Okay. Let's head back. Hit this Pokemon Center since Hector's out of moves right now. And you might have noticed I have Balrus in my team again. That's because I needed something for Waterfall. And unfortunately, well, Waterfall is a good move. Surf is a good move. I don't want to have both of them on one Pokemon if I can help it. At least if I intend to use that Pokemon in combat. Especially on Hector, because, like, Hector's coverage is so good. I don't want to nerf him down by using... I don't want to nerf him down by using two same type moves when I could have, you know, Psychic, Dark, and Ice. You know? Anyway, I've already fought some of these trainers. I fought them off stream. So, we are solidly in the Pokemon the Movie 2000 section of this pack. So right now I'm on my way over, I think up to Fire Island? Ice Island. Okay. Oh yeah, double battle, huh? Double battle with swimmers, though. I don't think I have any spread moves I want to use. I mean, I could just use Heat Wave anyway. Hello. Lotzel and Kappa. Hold on, is Paleo Breath a spread move? It is! Ooh! Nice! Paleo Breath is a spread move. It's a really weak spread move, but it is a spread move. It is really just Rock-type Icy Wind, isn't it? Oh, it missed Kappa, that sucks. Got the special attack boost, though. Wait, it hit the Floatzel, then got the special attack boost, then hit the Kappa. What? That's not how that's supposed to work. Well, whatever. Oh. I tried not to advance too far into this route before I stopped to grind, because I didn't want it to be too, you know. Paleo Breath should be enough. I wanted to do the actual progression, like advancing through the route on stream. So I just found a good place to hold speed up and spam back and forth to grind on wild Pokemon. And I did fight a few trainers along the way to finding that spot. I wish I had a better lightning move than Spark, but unfortunately that's the best option I have at the moment. And no Thunderbolt or anything. I don't think Ophelia learned Thunderbolt either. Hold on. I'm right next to the department store. I should actually check, see what TMs they have available. They might have Thunderbolt available in the mart. Go see. Because I remember they had some pretty good TMs available in here. See what we got. I don't remember which floor it is. Make Mortar for Electivire, huh? Stones I don't think I can use on anyone. How about you? Do you have TMs? No, you have items. I would have been useful to get those before, but I've grinded enough that... Oh, I guess I can't buy TMs here? Oh. Do I want to do this? Well, let me think about this. I already have a rock type and a dark type. Honestly, yeah, I think I do. I think I do want to do this, and since it's a traded Pokemon, it'll be easy to get them caught up, yeah. I think I do want to do that. As weird as it is. I guess the TMs are here, right? Why they would be all the way down here? Yeah, here they are. Headbutt, Shadow Claw, Iron Tail, Baton Pass, Psycho Punch. Unfortunate. I mean, those are some pretty good TMs, but eh. I know this game allows you to repurchase every single TM in the post-game, which is a nice feature, but it's a post-game feature, so I'm not going to be able to use it. I am going to make that Larvitar trade, though. As good as Tyranitar is, Lucario is a better Pokemon. It meshes better with the rest of my team that I'm using. Sorry, Hera. I can always go catch another Larvitar. I know where to get them. Kinda glad I didn't use the Larvitar. Go do this trade. I'm just gonna take the elevator up. Hello there. It feels wrong to trade away a Larvitar, but it's the right choice here. Hero. Alright, let's see what you got on him. He's holding a rare candy. Double shot. Let's just double kick. He's got Iron Head. Nice. Okay, let's take that rare candy off you. Unfortunately, I got rid of my Soothe Bell already because I didn't think I would need it. So I'm going to have to do this the hard way. I guess I can't do the potion glitch. That's only in Pokemon Yellow. I can, however, do this. A nice little start here. Don't really have any other use for money at the moment anyway. I thought the Macho Brace, I think I put it away. So I know what I can do to relatively quickly get a Lucario here. Fortunately, I deposited Balrus, but I can make this work. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Oh, that's making the audio terrible. It's a lot of speed, but it's not as flashy as full speed up. So this way I can get, I can do what I want to do here. Which, my plan here is Oh god, he has 40 screeches. Holy shit. Use a potion, which boosts friendship. He hit me, so let's take him out. Goodness, am I gonna get an encounter or not? Okay, he hit me, so I finished the fight. Then I use an item on him. Because using items on your Pokemon boosts friendship. This way I can very quickly get a Lucario, or at least more quickly than I otherwise would. Why are you using Water Sport, you moron? I mean, you're letting me use up all my screeches. There we go. Well, now you use Quick Attack. Fucker. There's also a way for me to go through all my potions that I have left. Single damage. I don't know if using items in battle increases friendship at all, but I'm keeping to my hardline rule of no items in battle anyway. Oh my god, don't use Water Sport. Why are you using Water Sport? Thank you. I can see how much progress I have by not skipping the item use cutscene. Or I can roughly guess my progress by doing that. Okay, gotta level up. It's not gonna be Lucario yet. No. See what we're looking at. But I didn't mean to skip that. I guess I just instinctively skipped it. Oh wow, it hasn't gone up at all yet. I might have to do it the old-fashioned way then. Alright. So, let's fix our throttle. Actually, I'm going to set it to 200. The game is too slow by normal. And here's what I'm going to do. Why is it? Wait, hold on. It's capturing my cursor. I don't want that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is going to be a lot of flashing lights, I'm going to hop on the board. And I am going to put on the BRB screen on top just to reduce the flashing here. as you can see from the corners. Normally it would take an hour of doing this to get a Pokemon. Well, an hour of running back and forth without speed up would be enough to get their friendship high enough to evolve. You find a better place to do this, actually. There we go. This is better. And I don't know how long that will correlate to this. Alright, let's go check it. It sounds really terrible. I'm probably not going to keep it at this speed. I accidentally skipped the cutscene again. God damn it. Let's try a different throttle here. Try just 150. Sounds really terrible. Okay. Only one. Great. Okay, so turn off the throttle. What I've learned from this is that I made a big mistake by getting rid of that the Soothe Bell. If I want to use Hero properly, it's going to be a big investment. Unfortunately. And I need to keep him with me in my team. Keep her with me in my team. Okay, well, I want to get this done with. Over and done with. So I'm going to do this again. The BRB screen on top so the flashing isn't so bad. I'm sorry. If I'd have known this would be how my stream would start, I would have done it before stream, but I wasn't, I just wasn't aware. That's obnoxious. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is worth it, honestly. Is this really how I want my stream to start? I mean, I've kind of committed to it at this point. What am I doing? What am I doing, man? You know what? I've got a better idea. You did the EXP share. fly up here. I believe. Okay. I'm gonna take this off. I don't need that right now. Okay. Still versus secret register, right? No. I guess I used the item finder for a bit. Feels wrong that my entire party is in the high 50s to mid 60s, and I feel underleveled. Like, how does that make any sense? Anyway, I need to go get my amulet coin out of the bag, out of the PC. Ooh. I didn't have much use for the amulet coin before because the lucky egg was just too important. Because without abusing the lucky egg, you're just going to end up underleveled. And even with extremely heavy use of the lucky egg, I still ended up massively underleveled. Which is kind of ridiculous to think about. Oh my god. Hello, small bird. I have no use for you. Okay, let's see how much money these guys give. Oh, you don't want to fight? You're the one I wanted to fight. I don't think this lady's gonna have that much in the pocket. Okay. Eucarlia, you're also very weak to Shadow Claw. See how much money I get for this. Ugh. That's with amulet coin too. Alright, I know where to go. As weird as it seems, I haven't paid enough attention to where rich people, like the rich, the trainers that give a lot of money are, but I know where there's a few of them down here. So while it feels weird to go all the way back to Gambagi City, these guys are the most reliable source of money that I'm aware of. These two right here. Only one of them wanted to fight though. I'm gonna be grinding on these guys for a bit. I should also take the EXP share off of Hero while I'm doing this. Not because I want the experience on Ophelia, but because I don't want the EVs on Hero. $6,000. Alright. Then I make a couple laps and repeat. And every time I beat one of these guys, it's 2/3 of a vitamin. Lady Bear does not want to fight, huh? And there's no one in here to chat with. That would make this less monotonous. Part of me wants to go offline, grind this off stream and then come back once I have Lucario. Because this sort of grinding nonsense is... I've had to do a lot of this in between streams in order to stay caught up. Just because that's the nature of Vega. But I've been trying to keep most of my grinding off stream when I can, but I made an oopsie by not doing this in between streams. Like by not thinking to do this and before it was time for me to go live. Oopsie. Oops. Actually, leading with Ophelia doesn't seem like the best idea because her cry is so long. Nah, it's not that much time. And I do want Ophelia to get what little experience these guys give, because Ophelia is still behind in experience. Over to Route 506 3 times. And that should charge the Versus Seeker. Wanna fight. Oof. Fuck your priority move. Oh, there's ads going. Great. I wish I could turn them lower. I would prefer to have the ads be much lower, if I could. What am I sitting at now? 41,000 already? Okay. Around 506 3 times. I don't know if I have to do it a full 3 times, but yeah, whatever. That's the routine I've established. There's probably a better way to do this, but this is the one I'm aware of. So it's the one I'm sticking to. Get Ophelia up to 57. Okay. Let's go again. Okay, another 12,000. Every 2.5 times I do this, it's also at least 2.5 times. It's also a happiness step, so it's going to reduce the grinding I need for to get Lucario, because it's 256 steps to get 1 point of happiness. Step cycle. If I remember right, I might be off on that, because that seems like that's not quite enough. To be as... Anyway. Step cycles are how you get happiness points for evolution. There's other ways to do it, but that's That's the primary method I'm going to be using, is step cycles. And I get a step cycle, I'm probably doing more than 100 steps with 3 trips over to Route 506. So, it's probably every 2 rounds of these is a step cycle. Here you go again. Gonna need a lot more money. It's a shame I can't take him up on his offer. Like, if he would actually give me a bunch of money for losing on purpose, I would. I'd just come up to him with like a level 4 Pokemon in my party and nothing else and say, hey, fight me, give me money, yay! But no, it won't work that way. I'll lose money as usual if I were to do that. He says, I'll give you money if you lose on purpose, but he won't actually. Filthy, lying rich boy. Okay, what are we looking at now? I haven't been keeping track at all. Okay, I have enough for... Okay, I need to do this a few more times. This isn't looking good for my likelihood of finishing this game today. I'm already 40 minutes in and I've made 0 progress because I've made a discovery and I want to investigate. I want a Lucario. And I want a Lucario that will actually be effective, which is the key thing here, right? One of the reasons I'm going to need Lucario is for its steel type and therefore bulk. So my plan is to give him proteins and HP ups. And it won't be as effective as just EV training, but I've gotten as far as I've done enough EV training in this playthrough already. I don't want to have to do any more. I'll give him the 100 EVs he can get from vitamins, and then let the chips fall where they may for the rest. I guess 200, since I'm going to be doing it in 2 stats. 200 out of 500, yeah. Guaranteed to at least have some benefit to the 2 stats that matter the most. Sucks to be you, dude. Alright. Man, I'm less than an hour into the stream and I already want to go to bed. I'm so tired of this game. I just want it to be over. But I already know that the champion, like the Elite Four and champion, are going to be like in the 70s to 80s. So I'm not anywhere close to finishing this game, unfortunately. I should have done more grinding off stream. In fact, I'm going into this, like, I'm presuming that that I would have to stream for like 7 hours to finish this game today. Simply because I know for a fact that the level scaling, like the last major battle I did, was all level 60 Pokemon, and I know for a fact that it's going to scale even higher than that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Fire Island, Ice Island, and Lightning Island actually have level 70 Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos in them. Because that's not even that far outside the level scaling of what I'm fighting at this point. I mean, they already made me fight Dialga and Palkia, and at the time they were level 47 and massively out-leveled the other Pokemon in the area. Like, from the trainers around them. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there were level 70 wild birds to fight. Diamond Blast. This is the sort of thing I would prefer to do muted, sped up, with something else playing in the background. But I'm not going to do that on stream. It'd be different if I had enough people in here that I could be like, hey, let's do a watch party of the new ADEF video while I grind in the background. But I don't have people in here to watch it with, so I'm basically streaming for the sake of creating a VOD to watch later. Because there's no one in here. Which I'm fine with that. I mean, that's been my modus operandi so far. Like, I'm mostly streaming for the sake of creating VODs to be rewatched later. Like, that's been how I've been, that's been what I've been streaming towards. Like, that's been the goal of my streams up to now, for the most part. It's nice when I have people in here watching with me. It's nice when I have people watching the stream live that I can chat with, that I can hang out with. Like, that's lovely. I'd much prefer that. But I have to be reasonable. I have to be realistic, rather. And I don't have a consistent audience. I have a couple friends that sometimes hang out, but I don't have, like, viewers. I have a couple friends that sometimes hang out, and then my VODs are getting, like... My brother's dog is barking in the background. There's that. What was my... Anyway, I have... I'm gonna have to go see why she's barking, aren't I? Anyway, right. So my primary reason for streaming at this point is just to create content that can be viewed, you know, but I do want to create an audience. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking for the sake of talking. I want to fill in the... I don't want this to just be empty space with me grinding against the same two trainers for the next hour, you know, like that is not ideal. So I guess what I can do is I can talk... I don't know if I've talked on stream about this. Well, I probably have at some point and I just forgot. But while I'm doing this grinding, I can talk about my plans for the next week. So my my original plan, and the one I'm probably going to stick to, is to not stream after today for the rest of the year. Oh, hello, yes, I am Shark. So my original plan was to stream today and then not stream for the rest of the week, and just pick back up in 2026, so that I could have time to do mandatory streaming things behind the scenes, like setting up schedules and creating stream assets and all that stuff. And you know, that was my goal, it was my plan rather. And I don't know if I'm going to stick to that, because I'm probably not going to beat this game today, and I really don't want to leave this to the new year, but there's probably enough left of this game that I cannot feasibly complete it today. We'll see. For now, I'm grinding money on these guys with my amulet coin out. I'm whipping out my amulet coin and saying, hey, what do you think? I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't have too much to talk about. Well, I'm sure there's plenty I could talk about, but to a certain point, I'm not practiced enough in streaming to know what would be a good topic to discuss on stream, you know? And also, I'm not that talkative of a person outside of special interests, because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. Outside of specific special interests, I'm generally not that talkative when I'm not on stream. Like, I talk more on stream than, like, when I stream, like, 3 or 4 hours. I probably talk more in those 3 or 4 hours than I do for the entire rest of the day. Holy shit, I just got 6 special attack in 1 level. There's still EV room for this Pokemon. That's awesome. I did not realize that. Yes, I'm actually getting a good chunk of special attack EVs from fighting these two guys, because they both give special attack EVs. That's good. That's good. I'm actually getting some EV training in. That'll be great if I can find, like, the Thunderbolt TM or whatever, because I don't think this Simitooth learns Thunderbolt from level up, unfortunately. But yes, my goal is to... goal. I keep saying goal. My plan is to take a week off from streaming to hopefully come back in the new year as a better streamer. Like, with a better setup, with better audio, with better plans, and with better assets and, like, visual design, you know, all that. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out. There's a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm up for it, but we'll see. For now, God, I hope that's enough. Ophelia's gotten 2 levels from fighting, gotten from level 56 to 58 from fighting level 15 enemies. How much money am I on now? That should be enough, right? Yeah. Let's head back. was a nice little boon to get some special attack EVs on my Simitooth there. This is where the drugs are. The drugs! I just gotta use all 16 of these on my dude, my little guy. Ugh. Would have been nice if I had known about the trade to get this Riolu before I did all that grinding off stream. But hey, whatever. It's whatever, right? God, I'm really not feeling it. I might call this stream early, actually, because I'm not feeling it today. Ugh. You know what? Yeah, I've changed my mind. I've decided on a better plan. I don't know how much is left of this game, and I presume it is a lot. So I'm going to get Lucario and get him up to speed with the rest of my team. I'm going to end stream now. I'm going to stop. I'm going to get my entire team up to the mid-60s. Like level 64 to 67, somewhere in that range. I'm going to get my entire team to that point. I'm going to get Lucario. And I'm going to do that over the course of the next couple days. I'm not going to stream for the 24th or the 25th, and I'll be back on the 26th. And we're going to stream over that week. I'm not going to take the whole week off. We're going to finish out Vega before the end of the year, but I'm not going to push to do it today. Because I really, really don't want to. I have had enough of this game for now, and I don't want to keep playing it. Honestly, I should stream something else in between, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day from streaming to do family stuff, and then I'm going to be back afterward. But I'm actually going to stop there for the day. Because I am just not feeling it. I just don't want to do it. And I have streamed enough of this game for the week, I think. I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to take off the rest of the day. I'm going to do other stuff. I'm going to get my team up to par over the course of the next 3 days, like in between doing family stuff. And then hopefully I won't have to do any more off-stream grinding from then until I can beat the game, because my team is starting to shape up very nicely here. I only ended up with 2 Fakemon. I only ended up with 2 Pokemon on the team that aren't official Pokemon. Which, you know. But hey, I did end up with 2 Gen 4 Pokemon in this Gen 3 hack, so there's that. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. I'm stopping stream now. Actually, no, I'm going to raid Soma. Because he's a good friend, and he needs more attention on his stream. I don't even know if there's anybody in here right now, but I'm raiding Soma anyway. and then I'm ending stream. Guess I'm not rating because it's only me in here. Okay. I'm just ending stream then. And I'll be back on the 26th. See you then.